Hey y'all, what's up, y'all? We about to come in here with a reaction that I did early part of the week. Yes, I did. Y'all can go back and watch of this Maryland mother and daughter update. Now, they was charged. It's gonna sound weird because you're gonna be surprised. What color did this? Get this, I just said. Some people did. You're gonna be surprised of the people who did this. Now, the context is about a Maryland mother-daughter update, charged in grilling her own family member body. Yes, like I said, body. Her own family member body. Y'all, I don't know what happened. What you know what? Some ain't right. Some ain't right, y'all. We've been going through a whole lot. A whole lot have been going on, and I've been seeing a whole lot of my content out there. I've been seeing a lot of my content out there, and I'm glad if I can help someone. But I mean, give me a little credit. Now, let's check this out. The lady, the girl mama was 71 years old, y'all, and this happened. Listen.
Police say they found human remains in a trash bags in the basement and a chainsaw. They both appeared in a Prince George's County courtroom this afternoon at 1:15 p.m. Eastern. Of course, following this very closely here on Live Now from Fox, as authorities say a mother and her daughter have been charged in connection with murdering the family's grandmother. Police have charged 44-year-old Candace Craig with first and second degree murder. Her 19-year-old daughter is also charged with accessory after the fact. Let's take you out to some remarks here, live, raw, and unfiltered, on Live Now from Fox.
Yeah, what can you say as far as what happened at the hearing today? No bond status. I missed part of it. Was it said that all of the victim and the two defendants lived all together?
So the victim and okay, let me. We believe that the victim and the two defendants were all connected to the house in some way. Obviously, they were all related. And today, the two defendants were held without bond in this case.
And do we know how she actually died at this point?
At this point, that is still under investigation. The ME is involved, and hopefully, we'll have a cause of death shortly.
Is that something that can be determined with a body that mutilated, or is that
with the extent of the injuries, with the dismemberment, it is going to be very difficult. I think that the ME's office will do their best to give us a cause and manner of death. But in this case, which is unlike any case I have ever seen or experienced here in the county, say it's disturbing is an understatement. It's horrifying. The allegations contained in the statement of charges is just heartbreaking. One of the things that I wanted to mention is that this is Elder Abuse Awareness Month. And it's important, I think, to note in this case that someone related to our victim was concerned enough about her whereabouts that they reached out to do a welfare check. And the Prince George's County Police Department is a wonderful resource, as well as all of our municipal departments. They do these welfare checks because of someone caring enough to reach out, because our department was doing its job. We uncovered a horrific crime.
Okay. She added that department in there. Ma'am, let's get to what happened. Okay, let's get to what happened. Now, y'all, what this person did was barbecued her mama parts or her body instead of her standing here doing all of this. Let's get to with it. Let's get to with it. She barbecued her mom. It cut some of her up trash, some of her remains in a bag. How could you do your mama like that? How could you stand there and watch the Oh, wow. I'm gonna skip this because I want to hear the part. This who I want to hear. I don't want to hear all what nobody department did. It's that because they didn't get there in time. Let's get to the real nitty gritty.
At the time that the officer arrived at the home, they were allowed to enter the home by one of the residents. In the basement, they uncovered the putrefying remains of the decedent in this case. They locked down the scene. They went and got a search warrant. And what they uncovered was, as the state's attorney said, one of the most disturbing crimes I think that this county has seen, at least in recent times. It looks like there was some sort of a disagreement between Miss Craig and her mother, the decedent. Sounds like at that time she opted to take the life of her mother. And then after that, she and her daughter dismembered the body, we believe using a chainsaw, and then attempted to dispose of the parts of the body using fire on a grill and in a bonfire, according to the investigation so far. This is a case that's still under investigation. We do anticipate that we'll have additional facts.
This woman went and got some barbecue, y'all. She went and got some. Oh my God. She went and got some charcoal and barbecued her own mama. What wrong with her? What?
That we develop along the way. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them.
Is there any guess as to how long she may have been died before the police were called?
I don't know. There is some indication that the fire department was called out on May 27th to investigate one of the fires that was being used to dispose of the body parts. But further than that, I can't say.
So at least almost like a week, I guess. And
yes.
Then, I mean, obviously, we've kind of gotten to recognize you a little bit because you've been involved with some pretty gruesome cases.
Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, some pretty unfortunate stuff. And up there, you kind of talked about how this is one of the worst that you've ever seen. Can
yes.
you add a little more context out here?
Sure. Well, I talk a lot about domestic violence, and often it's in the context of intimate partner violence, but family violence is, just as much a part of domestic violence. And in many ways, we're talking about people who, they are supposed to be protecting one another, caring for one another. When you're talking about your elderly parents as they get older, it's our duty as children to protect our parents. And certainly our duty to not murder them and then to dispose of them in such a gruesome way. When I think about this case, I think about how hard it is to actually dismember a human body. I mean, some people have difficulty, even cooking food, dealing with things like raw chicken. And when you're thinking about a body and then burning it, it just it's very hard for me to think about, especially when you're talking about somebody who gave birth to you, who raised you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't hear this. This is sort of like, are people studying how to murder your family member? Because I guess they tried it. They noticed like a lot of these killers got away with the first, second, third, fourth murder, but then they think that they can get away with it too. Do y'all think that's what it is? So what make you get barbecue? What would make you barbecue your mama parts? Sheesh.
So yeah.
Is it safe to say you may never know how exactly she was killed?
As the state's attorney said, our medical examiner's office is going to do everything that they can do. It is possible that some of the evidence was destroyed, that we may need to determine the exact, way that she was taken from us. But I think it's safe to say that this case will be ruled a homicide.
Any update on the knife that was on the floor and then was missing when the police went back?
I don't have any particular details. I do know a search warrant was executed. They collected many, many different tools, and they'll be tested for DNA and for blood as well.
And we heard from Jess in court, but Madam State's Attorney, is this the most gruesome murder that you've seen in your time?
I mean, absolutely. On so many different levels. The fact that this was a mother, there's, I don't believe I've had a case where a mother was killed by a daughter. And I certainly don't believe I've ever seen a case where a mother was not only killed by her daughter, but dismembered by her daughter and her granddaughter.
Okay, I don't want to hear no more of that part. Yeah, this is terrible. That's all I gotta say. This is horrifying. You would never thought that. You would think that. I don't know what to think, y'all. I don't know what to think. I don't. I'm gonna let y'all think. I just can't think no more because this your 71-year-old mother. I can imagine it on a grill, and you put it all body on the grill. Okay, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Okay, let me